most important, you people are fucked. Because I'm first. It's only going to get better from here. My grandparents realized that when I was their first grandchild. They thought, God, it's got to get better. 31 later, they've got 2 Baptist preachers, 3 gospel musicians, and me. Let me tell you how bad I am. My aunt, my oldest aunt, my mother's oldest sister, her 70th birthday party was this past Saturday. I leave my nephew's graduation party after 2 jars of homemade Tennessee moonshine and as much vodka as I can fucking swallow and show up at her 70th birthday party at the church her son pastors. I was popular. My mom was real excited because I'm an only child, right? Walk in the door, oh, there he is. He showed up drunk again. How do you get that fucked up, though? When you're raised in that kind of family, how do you get that fucked up that you're sitting at work one day, so bored because you have a government job? Keep paying your taxes, folks. Because you got a government job, the voices in your head say, how much fun would it be to go to your local bar, order 10 shots of tequila, wait till the bartender pours them, then strip down naked and see how many you can get down for the bartenders. Kick your ass. Really, and you got to think about it. It's genetic makeup. Really, we all have genetics that we cannot fight. You can't go against who you are. With the makeup and the start out I got in life, I'm lucky I can hold a full-time fucking job and stay out of jail. My grandfather on my mother's side is a full-blooded Cherokee Indian. Love the Indians, but you know they can't drink. On my father's side, we're German and Polish. The Germans fucking invented drinking and are hotheads. Polacks, let's admit it, folks, we're idiots. To the point where my Polish grandfather spent a little time in the army, comes home, finds his wife living with another man, drinks himself fucking silly, puts a gun to his head, pulls the trigger, and misses. Oh. That shit ain't funny. It really happened. Trying to blow his own fucking brains out and missed. I don't know if it was because his brains were so small or he was that fucking drunk. But when you're Polish, it don't matter. You missed this close. How fucked up do you have to be? If I look at my genetic makeup and analyze myself, I realize I am destined to be nothing more than a drunken, hot-headed idiot. I'm an overachiever at this point, guys. Come on, give me a little credit. Let's hear it flow for overachievers. If I can stay out of jail and hold a full-time job, I will be the first one in my family to do so. Again, I'm telling y'all the truth, and you're fucking laughing. This ain't funny. On Facebook, my own 13-year-old daughter posted, yes, my father is a crackhead. This is what my children idolize me as. Hey, man, I was just lucky the motherfucker walks up, right, holds a job, pays his child support. This son of a bitch is useless. It really is. But then again, I was raised by my grandparents on my mother's side, so I had a full-blooded Cherokee Indian who nothing more than your perfect attempt was expected from you. If you failed, you got told you failed. And today, when that generation gap takes place, I've seen a lot of younger folks come in here tonight. I've seen a lot of older folks. Y'all can talk about this after the show. The older folks will tell you younger folks that I'm telling the truth. Today, kids don't listen because you don't have their fucking attention. My grandfather made sure he had my attention. You know how? Because out of 31 grandchildren, he would slap the shit out of you so you know who he was talking to. We're sitting in church and he would go, pow! Stop chewing your gum so loud. It's so hard the preacher looked over. Wow! And then whispered, don't chew your gum that loud. Like, man, couldn't you just held your hand out? I'd spit the fucking gum out. You didn't have to knock the hell out of it. And then, being Polish, knowing I already have, starting out behind the fucking 8 ball, I was informed at 7 years old that I was done with a goddamn claw hammer. What kind of child confidence building is that? You know, really. Problem is, to this day, I can't drive a nail without busting that thumb. 10 years old, we're on a roof, nail down some bolt, he hears the hammer and stop. Busted your thumb again, didn't you, boy? Yes, sir, I did. Your whole life, I've been trying to teach you, you've got to be smarter than the piece of equipment you're working with. And apparently you're dumber than a claw hammer. Now, with that kind of mindset, I'm thinking, dude, I'm really not going to succeed well in life. So let's see, I can either make Slurpees at 7-Eleven, I can flip burgers at McDonald's, or I can build schools. Hey, dude, I may have built the school your kid went to. Professionally, that's what I am. I am a project manager. I build schools for a school system here in the state of Maryland. Go home and worry about if it's yours. They don't let me around the children. I'm only allowed in the buildings after 3 o'clock and before 6 a.m. But still worry if it's yours. You know, and that kind of child rearing, you come home from school, you're 16 years old, you're the star athlete on the football team. Well, as far as the fat-ass linemen go, you're the star athlete. I wasn't the quarterback, trust me. You think your shit don't stink, you're great, you've got friends, your life is going well, and sometime between walking in the front door and sitting down at the kitchen table, your brain disengages and your mouth opens up. My grandparents raised 5 of their own daughters, took on 2 of their grandchildren. I walk in for dinner on a Tuesday night. We're eating leftovers for Monday night. I sat down, and sometime between my ass hitting the chair and my mouth opening up, somebody pushed the clutch in on my brain. And I say, surely to God, we can't be eating tonight. Same thing we ate last night. In one fluid motion, my grandfather lets go of his fork. After I get myself out from underneath the kitchen sink and get the chair back up, he never looks up from his plate. Boy, do not ever criticize the food set before you, and thank God you've got something to eat. To this day, my wife can say, what do you want for dinner? Cornflakes. I don't give a fuck. I ain't scared of me to eat cornflakes. Don't fucking hit me. That's the kind of long-term impression shit happens when you're a kid. Takes place. That's long-term. Short-term, homecoming game, we're hanging out, we're doing good. There's a bunch of people in the stands. My date for the homecoming dance is sitting in front of my mother. We scored the first touchdown of the game. My mother, being a descendant from the Cherokee Indian and our school mascot, being the Warriors, lets out a fucking blood-curdling war whoop that made Geronimo roll over in his fucking grave and spits out her false teeth. My date is standing in front of her, and out of pure instinct, sees something come over her head and goes this. And in a sheer moment of fear, screams when she realizes she's got my mother's dentures in her fucking hand. Let's just say I didn't get laid at the whole time. Ladies and gentlemen, a flash of the light. I've got 3 pieces of advice for you. Love God, love yourselves, and love each other. Thank you for your time.
Everybody, let me hear that. TimYarosh.